Why, hello there, fellow YouTubers and resellers. My name is Kevin, the Stoic Reseller, and as promised, I'm back to you with part 2 of my last weekend thrift trip. If you're new here, I buy new and used clothing. I sell that on eBay and Poshmark. I have a very data-driven approach to this kind of thing that we do. It's called reselling. And if you're into that kind of content, please hit that likes button, subscribe, comment below. What I do ask is, hey, if there's something you learned, let me know down in the comment section. I like to have those conversations with people just in general. But share with me something that you have found or your experiences thrifting on the weekends. For me, Sunday is the reset day of the color, so it's 50% off. So I do get a little bit more clearance items than normal, but overall it's a little bit more difficult to find items, especially in my last 3 stores. You'll see I make some comments about that in the video. So please enjoy, and I'll see you at the end. Alright guys, day 2, store 1. Got 16 items, I think it was. It's a pretty solid buy cost. First item you're going to see here, Lululemon shoes. Paid $20, but those will go for decent money. Got this hard good. This is a Philips Therapy Light. I got it for $8. Should sell around $40 to $45. 2 Faherty shirts. This Breeze shirt and this cool like fish scale one. I paid $8 a piece for those. Those are like 25 to 30. Gonna take a shot at this one. I don't pick up much Harley Davidson just because I really don't find much of it. But it's just like a lightweight short sleeve. Should do all right. If you recognize this, that is Outer Known. This is the C jeans. Typically get about 30. I paid 10. This is a new line of Eddie Bauer. I've never seen this. The Mountain Ops flannel classic fit. Paid 10. Gonna try to get around 30. David Donahue. I do pick this up $5 and under. It's got to be trim fit and possibly a larger size. Paid 5. Should sell around 20. Pick up all Travis Matthews pants 10 and under. Boyd sells for around 30. Should be picking up this brand. This is Grayson. It's got a cool ghost logo on the sleeve, but whatever. This pullover I paid $8. I mean, probably it's going to be easy 60, 50 to 60. This is brand new with tags, Row Arc. Paid 10. I'll save that for later in the year, or well, next year into summer. Link sole full zip jacket. Didn't pay much for that. Don't pick up much in the way of Jerry Garcia ties, but it was new with tags. It's a Christmas theme, so I figure that's going to come in handy pretty soon. When you know good Nike, you know good Nike. Now, there are flaws. Caps. There's some weird, like bunching of the cord or the waistliner, but this is so strong of an item. I'm expecting about 45 with the damage. Pair of cool Renegade shorts. Those are easy. Like, I priced those at 30. I know people don't get that much, but they're dumb. And then we got this Nike Aeronet. I think this is a Norwegian. I'm not sure. It's a soccer team. Not sure if this is men or women's, but it is small, dry fit Advance. This is also Aero Swift. It's got like a little bit of everything in there. That should be about 35 to 40. So we'll see on the next one again. Alright guys, store 2, day 2, we got, I think it was like 16, another 16 items, 136. So the buy cost is maintaining. Got a pair of shoes. These are some Adidas. This specific colorway does really well. Paid 13. I should get probably 60. Got some hard goods. Got this mouse. These do really well. Have about 100% sell-through rate. That's half off, so I paid $3.50 for this. It'll be about $15 plus shipping. I got this hat from Japan. It's a Nike hat. I couldn't really find too many comps on it, but it does mean I'm going to try to be aggressive with it. Probably 25. I paid $5 for this Xbox networking adapter. This right here is actually about $25 plus shipping. We got an Athleta top. This is pretty cool. I got half off of this. Purple's half off, $5. This long sleeve, I mean, I typically do about 20 on this, so people driving like crazy. It's pretty typical around here. We got brand new with tags cool shorts. I paid $12.50. This is probably an easy 35. Some Hoka One. Running shorts for women. I paid $5. That's an easy 25. You know me, if you watch my channel, I pound the table for this dry fit Advance. Even though it's a small, it'll still sell for 25. Picking up the bras, Lululemon, easy $25. I pick up Under Armour golf polos as long as they're a good size. Good, you know. This will probably be about $20. It's got a pattern and everything. Man. Polo for $7.50. It's probably like $20-ish. This brand right here, guys, is really important. Get them in bros. The vintage is what gives it the value. This, I want to say, it feels like linen, but I don't. It might not be. But for $8, this is probably a $50 to $60 shirt. Yeah, Fair Harbor for women, really good. Probably 25. Brand new with tags, Chubbies, the Gym Swim 2.0s for $10. That's an easy 30. I'm gonna save that one for last because you guys are gonna think I'm crazy. Paid half off of this. It's just a Tiger Woods long sleeve golf polo. Now I pick these up normally, but the long sleeve versions can get you closer to 25. Paid $10 for this Nike Tech jogger for men. And then the last thing, people can't mind their own business. Anyways, it's this Thermofit Dry Fit Advanced hoodie. Now you can see I paid $25, but if you look it up, the comps aren't the greatest at the moment, but what has sold used is $70. So I don't leave $70 at the thrift store. So yeah, moving on. Alright guys, so store 3, day 2, we had 17 items, still maintaining a really good buy cost. I'm going to try to be quick. I'm burning through these sorts. I found another one of these. It's a different version of the one I found earlier. It's one of those like illuminated therapy things, but this one's a radio. I paid $10 for this one as well, and this one should sell between $35 and $45. The hard goods coming in clutch this week. You see here, we got 4 pairs of these figs. They're all size small. Paid $8. Maybe they're extra small, but they're the Zamora jogger. Those are all like $35. 30 to 35. I mean, I promise you that's what I get for them. This is kind of a new find. This is a brand that I normally pick up in the shorts. Never found their pants, but it's bare bottom. It's like a nylon stretch pant. I was surprised. Nearly 100% sold through at like $30. If you don't know this brand, look it up. This is the style code. It's fancy enough. It's a medium. Paid $7. I should get probably 35, maybe less. I don't know. Probably closer to 35. This is a chance. I only paid like $4 for this Peter Millar Seaside Wash polo. The comps are not very good, but I think if I price it around 20, I'll be all right. This is Nike polo, but it's got Tiger Woods Tiger on it. Paid $8. It is a size small, but I buy these all the time, and they sell for $30 like immediately. Here's a Vineyard Vine Performance, but if you notice something, there's a Carolina Panther on it. I mean, normally that's like a $25 polo. I imagine it's probably going to go up to $30 now. Here's a Vineyard Vines On The Go 2 extra big. This is a $35 polo that I spent $8 on. Car's filling up, guys. It's been solid. $8 for this Lululemon skirt. Surprising because normally they price this up. I've bought and sold this same model about 5 or 6 times throughout the summer, and they all sell between $30 and $35. Yes, guys, I pick up Columbia as long as it's $5 and under. It has to be the PFG line or the Silver Ridge line. The Super Tamiami, I will price this at about $25. Actually, guys, you know what I just noticed? Really hard to see, but there's a hole. So actually, this is just trash. And then the brand's not strong enough to overcome that. Mountain Hardwear Dynamis Squirt. Yep. Is this squirt? This has to be a squirt. No, it's just a skirt. Anyways, like 25 bucks. This is also Lululemon. I paid 15, but I've bought in this jogger before. This jogger is like a 30, probably closer to $45 polo. And I'll take as low as like 35. I did pay up for this, 25 average buy good cost of goods, but it's brand new Howler Brothers. These sell super well. I forget, what are they? They're the Loggerhead. These do really well used for like 30. So new, I probably can get closer to 45 or 50. And the last thing is a plus size Athleta. This is the Brooklyn ankle pant. I always price those at 30, being plus size, probably closer to 35. All right, guys, see you at the next store. Day 2, store 4, guys. Got 8 items for $63.97. Really good. This is my most expensive store, and I hardly ever find anything because of that. You can see here, this is a Peter Millar Seaside board shorts for $7. There's some wear, but no worries. These things are super strong. Once the season comes back around, we'll sell those for like $30. This is Nike Giacuso, 100% authentic. These are very hard to come by, very rare. You know, I paid $13. They are women's extra small, but I'm still going to expect about $40, $45. It's important on Nike that you understand the high-end lines. Some of you recognize this, some of you won't, but this is Chubby's. I paid $8. That's 30 bucks when the season comes back around. I bought these, some pants, just black pants, but they're Title IX. Sleeper brand for you guys, paid $10. That will definitely get me good money. Probably around 25 to 30. Alaskan hard gear, guys. Not all Alaskan hard gear is good, but these style shirts with this weird pattern on it, I got it for half off of that, $7.50. The last one I had of these sold for about $30. So here's another Nike item. Again, guys, I buy a lot of Nike. I know what all the good Nike is. This is Nike Tech. These shorts will get me 30 bucks, very quick sell-through rate. I also buy and sell a lot of Mountain Hardwear. Mountain Hardwear is probably my top 5 brands that I buy. It is very plentiful. This is the Crater Sun hoodie. These, you know, I'll pay 10 bucks for just because they sell so quickly. Even on small sizes, this will get me like 25 bucks. And the last item is something I'm taking a chance on. Paid $5, purple's half off. It's really small, but it's Jim Nantz Vineyard Vines. You know, it could probably go for about 25 because of the size, maybe upwards of 30. I don't know, I didn't take the comps, but I just know it's really good. And guys, it's Sunday, so I stopped watching football because my team just sucks anymore. You know, we just can't stay healthy. I'm going to call the Seattle-Miami game the penalty bowl. Alright, you get a walking video on this one. I'm just walking to the car. But this store, it's the 5th store on Sunday, and it's always hit or miss. And it's just like the last store. It's ultra expensive. So I learned a few things in this store. One, I'm wondering, this is now the second employee that's told me that they actually have someone that they buy inventory from because they get it on trucks that are not donations. So I'm wondering if that's a thing. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but it could be a thing. I'm just wondering if the employee is just not informed enough to understand that Goodwill gets a lot of donations and they send it to warehouses and they distribute it from there, or if it's a thing. Who knows? Second, the corporate Goodwill and the pricers have to be living on a different plane than everyone else. This store, a lot of the things, even on half off, are not worth it. So you just really have to be careful. Yeah. So anyways, I got 4 items for my efforts at this store. You can see I paid $27.04. So didn't pay a whole lot for them. Let me show you what I got. I got this here, just a Nike pant, like a track legging. This is for men's. It's an XL. This was, I think, the most expensive. No, it wasn't. $8. This should sell for around 30 to 35 with a really good sell-through rate. Next thing here I'm just gonna put all this down. I don't know why I'm holding it. We got these. I got this on half off of 13. I will do this for collegiate. This is just a sweatpant. I priced these at 25, and you know, they do sit for a few, but we're heading into the right season, guys, so maybe it's the right thing to do. Next, I did find another sports bra. See, I'm glad I'm looking. Now this doesn't have the padding in it, but the brand is Smartwool, and I got it for $7. And I'll tell you right now, the comps look really good. I think even in this condition, $25. It seems to be pretty rare. It does have a snag right there, but yeah, it seems to be pretty rare. And the last item, and this tells me that, see, this has been here since the 20th, so it's been here a couple days. This tells me that people don't really know or do their research. Now, that's not a huge profit gainer, but this is the Tradewind shirt, paid $7. This I typically get about $30 for. All right, guys, got about a 40-minute drive to the next store, and yeah, but for you it'll be only a couple seconds. Okay, oh my god, the lighting is fucking god awful. I know, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't even count. I spent $160 and change at this last store. Man, this is just kind of how the last 3 stores always go for me, it seems like, on the last day. So the first 3 stores are pretty amazing. The last 3 is just a struggle. But anyways, I did find a couple pairs, like these Orbeez. One's a satellite, and then one's the like receiver or the router, and one's the satellite. I paid $13, but it looks like I could pair them together. One doesn't have its power supply, but it looks like I can lot them together for about $60. So I'll take that. That's pretty solid. Next, I paid $10 for this Fat Hoodie sweater, and I know, dude, guys, you can't see shit. But anyways, you just gotta take it for my word. It's a Fat Hoodie sweater. That's like $35. Some Patagonia baggies. Man, yeah, you guys can't see anything. Man, this is terrible. But anyways, I found another Viore shirt from the same store. What's stupid about this store is that one was $10, as if they know. And then they had another one that was in worse condition for $13. It's like, what in the hell? I paid $6.50 for this Peter Millar women's quarter zip. This is women's. The Peter Millar women's isn't so bad. Don't get fooled. It actually is okay. I did. Man, I'm gonna get robbed. $6.50. This is Adidas. I don't pick up much hockey, especially this is a women's like quarter zip. Golly, this is terrible. I need to have a light or something. But that's like the Canucks. I expect to get about 20 maybe for that. Let's see what else did I get in this store. Seemed to actually, I got a grunt style shirt for myself. This says "Don't tread on me." I wear that stuff. I'm very anti-government. FootJoy. It's like I paid $10 for it. It's like a quarter zip, but it's the full long sleeve, not just like the shirt. So I think I can still get about 25 for it. I'm probably lying out my ass on that one, but who knows? And then, oh, I got one other item here. 2 items left. Okay, so we got this for $10. I got this Athleta. It's the Stellar trouser. I have sold these before for $30. And the last items actually came out on the brand new cart. The last cart they were rolling out for the day, I guess. I don't know if you can see, but it's like this Realtree camo. It is vintage Realtree camo Carhartt. If you don't know, vintage Carhartt with this Realtree is very expensive. I expect to get about $80-ish for that. But yeah, guys, you'll hear me in a second. I'm going to break everything down for the trip. We'll see how we did, okay? So, stay tuned. Alrighty. So, I did all the numbers here. Don't count this. I only went to 11 stores. Remember, the first store I had to break down into 2. So we had 176 items, which I told you yesterday or earlier this video, if you would have paid attention, that typically my Sundays are about 25% less than my Saturdays. And, I have thought about changing this up a little bit. Thinking about different routes, different stores, alternating. I mean, there's so many Goodwills that I just don't go to. Simply because they're just kind of out of the way, or, past experiences showed that they're not the greatest. We'll I guess maybe redetermine that, look at it again. Let's see here. But 176 items, for a whole weekend. It's not very good, is it? Probably like 8 hard good items. I found another pair of shoes. I don't know. I didn't find too much. So, I mean, you figure, so out of the 176, there's 6, 7, 8, 9, plus 7. So 16. So 150 are actual listable items. But that includes like shorts, out of seasonal things. And so, but anyways, that's 25 less than my goal. Sometimes you have to think about it. Is this stuff, is reselling starting to get a little bit harder? But at least the buy cost is good. I'm trying to get under or around $9. So this is helping that out. Let's see here. Some thoughts of this trip. I always try to do this to myself, and I guess I'll do it on the camera. I didn't find much extra credit stuff this trip. Maybe 8 or 9 items, meaning blazers, ties, and shoes. I didn't find hardly any. Specifically ties and blazers. 1 blazer, 1 tie. Which is odd because there was a point there for a couple weeks where I was, probably a couple months actually, where I was finding, multiple ties, multiple blazers. I mean, there was a point where I had to like stop everything I was doing just to list all the ties I had, so they weren't sitting there creating a death pile. But that's okay. It is what it is. Some really good shoes. Oh, I did find a hat. What other thoughts? Pricing is starting to get out of control, but I've seen this as an ebb and flow of Goodwill, where they'll come down to reasonable prices and then shoot up. There are stores that I've come to know that are just fucking insane in terms of their buy cost. It's really ridiculous. Let's see what else. And also we're kind of heading into the winter. So this is the first day of fall. And I think overall, like, donations are down. I think people are starting to thrift more. Like yesterday, for instance, every store I went to yesterday was just packed. So the fact that I did as well as I did was pretty solid. It was pretty amazing, actually. But man, every single store was just crazily packed. And yeah, I mean, today wasn't much different. This store, for instance, was really busy. The store before this was pretty busy for that store. But yeah, these last 3 stores are always a little rough. I mean, you figure, 21 items in the last 4 hours of thrifting? It's not very good. Especially considering most of yesterday, I was getting over 20 items. And maybe it's a failty of me. I mean, maybe it's something I need to do better at. Maybe I need to be able to find these items without fail. And but I also have to come to the realization that, once it gets past like 2 or 3 o'clock, the odds of finding stuff in these stores are pretty minimal. So the fact that I was able to find what I found is a testament to my knowledge. So I will pat myself on the back. I found 9 items less. Yesterday I do try to hit 6 stores a day, but the stores I go to on Saturday are just so big that it's really, with everything I look at, it's really hard to get to everything. So there's room for improvement. Next week I might try something different. I might either, I have an alternate route that I can run, and stay at a different hotel, or I can actually go south of me and I have a larger route. But the problem with that is the quality of items is different. I find more professional wear, blazers and ties, than anything else. But that is also still a work in progress. And the cost of goods at that route is actually significantly less than here. We're talking probably closer to $6 overall. But there's no discounts in that area. But I'll take the $6 buy cost. I don't know, guys. I'll make that decision throughout the week. I might do that. I actually have been liking that thrifting route, just simply because there's so many stores. I can actually hit about, the stores are smaller, and I can hit about 8-ish stores per day. And then also 3 of the stores are like private owned stores, so they're not Goodwills, and they always have solid stuff. But yeah, guys, you'll see an outro most likely. I really appreciate it. If you made it this far, I really appreciate you watching. I hope you learned some new brands. I hope you roast me in the comments. But guys, I'll be probably doing this more often. I actually like this format. So guys, see you in a bit. Well, there you go, guys. As I told you, it wasn't as good as day one, but hey, I'm happy to be able to do it. It's something that has definitely gotten my business to a different level, doing this weekend thrift trip every weekend. Yes, I do have to stay at a hotel. Yes, I have to stay away from my family, but this gives me about 20 to 25 listings per day and creates a full-time income to allow my wife to stay home, and it pays some of our debt a little bit. And now I'm starting with the hard goods. The hard goods are specifically to pay down the household debt as profit. So, I'd let you guys know how that goes. It is a different little thing that I'm trying to do. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you learned something. I hope you found some cool items you didn't know about. But until next time, guys, hit that like, subscribe, comment below, and never forget to please rule the day.